This is Solomon Mandaza once again. Today I just looked at us young people. Sometimes we blame ourselves for our parents' failures because our parents didn't make it during their time. Now it's becoming hard for us to even achieve certain goals. It becomes hard for us to accept the fact that it's not our fault, it's theirs. If we think in other terms and start to know that what happened during their time is not what we want, then from there we can build something that will constitute a greater vision for our lives. I often wonder when I see people saying that they want to be led by young people. 40 years is not a young person. Those people could have had children who are above 20 now. Look at that. If you have a child who is 20 years now and you are 40 and you call yourself a young person, that's not how it is. And if you look at 39 to 25 going down there, what you will see is that is the most affected age group in our country. What do I mean that it is the most affected? That's where we hear most death rates. Most people are dying at that age. It's so sad that we hear that young people at 40 going up, but those are not young people. So if you want to be led by young people, look deeper into it, analyze it, and see which group is the most affected. So I'm saying 25 to 39, those age groups, they die every day. Go to the cemetery and do the census. You will see that the people who are there, the most people who die there are between that age. And if you go from 18 to 24, this is the least privileged group. They do not get what they want. They are looked down upon. They are told that you are still young to do something. But if you go around and calculate the census in this country, you will see that this is the active group. This is the group that a large population to this nation. So I don't see why this age group is discriminated or they are left behind, yet they are the ones who constitute most of the population in this country. We always hear that population masses of the people talk, but now look at this. The young people who try to speak out their mind, but who is there to listen to them? 40 years going up, I understand. It's the age where maturity might start, but also 18 to 24, this is where young people start to shape their life. But now what I see in town, if I go around, I see that only those who had parents who managed to make it are the ones who are excelling, are the ones who are opening businesses, and those who had nothing are still grinding for life, are still begging, are still hustling hard. Even if they have good ideas, brilliant ideas to work and develop this country's future, they are left behind, and you only see that it is given to the less, even less competing people who are not even active just because they have a certain point of view towards their ages. This is not right. For young people, let us see the truth and let us dwell on the truth and let us do something that will change this nation. I will not hide my name. I will say it as it is because I'm saying the truth. We cannot watch and see young people being used for nothing and getting nothing out of it. These people also need to shape their lives. Let's teach them while they are still young, not just use wisdom to speak in front of people, yet we don't have the practical world. We might need theory here and there, but we also need practical. We need general labor. We might have it on the books, but if we don't have the people who are ready to work, the people who are energetic, then where are we going? We are not even moving, or we will be standing on one place. But even if the ideas are brilliant, now you see where we need to start. We have to go back and look at the young generation. The young people are constituting more than 45% of the population of this country, so that they get inspired while they're still young, so that they don't lose hope in our country's future. We want to build a better Zimbabwe. We want to build a better Zimbabwe that will be remembered in future, where young people wake up with ideas and wake up with energy to work and develop. If they say we want to do a small project, we want to build a small town, it costs 2.5 billion to build them. It's not the money that they need at that particular time. Tell them to build something for 10,000. If they manage to build a small town just to show that this is the brilliant idea that they have, they are going to manage to do this and they are going to reach the deadline, provided they will be given things they need, so be it. Rather than criticizing them without seeing their work, even if you see that they are good, you start to blame them. You start to accuse them. Let that not happen to the young people. This journey, it's a tough journey for most of us. It's been hard for every one of us. But as we look into this 5-year period term, for our new president, ever the court is going to decide, but God knows the truth. And the people shall be there to listen, and the people shall be there to witness the truth. So, as my wish and dream for these young people who still have a vision, who still hope for greatness, let's give them an opportunity. Let's open room for them. Let's give them someone who's more understanding, someone who is ready to work, someone who is energetic. I'm not talking about 40 years going up. I'm talking about people who they will respect, someone who will they want to see in front of them. They say, we've been with this person for some time now, 20 years, 18 to 24 years in the government of Zimbabwe. Even if we do not have elections or elected people, we know that the constitution allows that there should be 1 or 2 or 3 or 5 people that the president elect himself, who are not elected by the masses of people. That's what the constitution of Zimbabwe says, and even the cabinet of Zimbabwe approves that. If you put a person like that in front of them, no matter how much inexperienced he is, the old people, the people whom we are looking up to, who we say, you are our leaders, we still have respect for you. You know the way better than us. You know the struggles that you went through. But this, putting someone who's young and even younger there, will make other young people smile, will make them happy, because you would have shown that you do not only think about old people, but you also want to think about these young people who still dream big, who have their vision for this country. But if you put someone who's 40 and say you want them to be, yes, you can put that as an advisor to just see how things are being done, to control them. But let someone who's also young like them do something for them. Talk to them, go and meet them as what? I don't know, but you know, we used to have a ministry of youth where we were led by old people who do not understand us. Old people will be talking their things. If we tell them this and that, they will just say we'll do this. But you know, at times we need someone who's ready to fight for the youths. It's not time that we are mixed with women. Are we women? We are not. Women have their issues and problems as we have our dreams. So if we are put in that same plate with them, we are not going to go far. We want a better place for a better child in Zimbabwe. We want to use this knowledge that we have to build a Zimbabwe that will be remembered in Africa, and the whole world will see that this country is destined for greatness. And that's why they will try to put us under sanctions, and they will not succeed. Let us, Zimbabwe, build trust first in our country, then we go out there and seek help so that our people will come back and like us. This is the country that I always dream about. This is the country that we all need. We need to groom these young people. We need to make them what they need to be. Zimbabwe will be great again. Zimbabwe will be remembered again if young people are given their rights. If young people are appreciated, if their ideas are not stolen from them, Zimbabwe will be the heart of Africa. Zimbabwe will be the gold of Africa. I thank you. That was Solomon Mandaza speaking. Thank you.